morning, guys. Okay, so it's Thursday. We had a weekend away. It was really good. That restaurant boat I was talking about, we actually managed to get booked, and we went away. It was like a 2-hour sail and a meal, and the food was fantastic. Highly recommend it. I think it was 200 baht per person for the boat, and then it was there was about, I think there was 5 of us, and it was a couple of thousand baht for the meal, but the meal was fantastic. It was really good. So yeah, I'd highly recommend that as well if you're ever in Nakhon Phanom. And I don't know if anybody noticed my last video at the beginning. If you have a look at the thumbnail, it says building the house in Thailand and a trip to Nakhon Phanom, but in the opening title it says Tat Phanom. I just completely screwed up and put the wrong name in when I was making it, and then I rendered it out, and it wasn't until I was watching it I saw it, and then I thought, I'm not re-rendering it all again. So I just changed the thumbnail. So it wasn't a trip to Tat Phanom, it was a trip to Nakhon Phanom. Okay, just clearing that up for you guys. Okay, so last night we had a lot of rain. I'm going to spin you around here. We're at the river, and the water's now starting to travel back towards the main river again. It was down very, well, it still is down very low, but I'll let you see. So yeah, this area here, you can see the water starting to travel back down or up the river. It's that rain last night's put quite a bit of water into this this little area here that has been getting sucked dry by the farmers and fished to death by every man and his dog. Our Tyler is in here every night with a big fishing net, fishing this before he goes home. So I've never actually been here to see what he catches, but he does it every night, so they must be catching a fair bit of fish. But I can't think there would be much left in this because it's not a big body of water, and there's lots of people in fishing it. So we are around this morning to see if there's any leaks or damage caused by the horrendous rain we had last night. It rained for hours. So this is exactly what we need, and it's also what we need to settle the land around the house. Where we built the house was on old established land, so the posts are like 2 meters down underground, and then they've built up from that. There's pads obviously put in, like I've explained before, but they dug away all the area around the posts and then they refilled that, so that was all soft. So what's happening now is every time we get rain, we get little sinkholes around the house. It's nothing really to worry about because it's just the soil that they removed and then filled in again. It's always going to happen. This is why when you if you raise your land by a couple of meters or a meter or so, you have to leave it a couple of rainy seasons for it to sink like this, for it to do this before you can actually build a house on it. But like I said, this land's been like this for decades at this level, and we only added land at the back, so this is all original land. So like I say, it's only what they dug out and then refilled that's sinking down again. You'll see a bit of a hole that appeared at the front of the steps here. They'll fill that. I'm going to ask them to fill it with sand because obviously sand won't sink and it'll sort of compress. But this is why there's no concrete around the house yet, because they've had all this dug up and it's now soft underneath. This really needs to settle. The only issue we have with it is when it rains, it splashes up all this mud onto the side of the house and it gets absolutely filthy, as you'll see along the bottom there. But there's nothing we can really do because we don't want to lay concrete on this, because if we had laid concrete here, that would now have a great big gaping hole under it and the concrete would start to sort of collapse underneath it. So we're going to leave that until at least the end of this rainy season that we're in, or just beginning to come into now. So it's turned a little bit cooler as well. it's turned a little bit cooler as well. So I will take you inside and let you see what's happening. Okay, so we're back in the kitchen again, and as you'll see, our little Thai kitchen has the beginnings of a floor. That's not a crack, by the way, that's a bit yellow string for level. So we've also noticed that some more tiles have turned up. They don't look great because they've actually got plastic wrap on them. But these are the black tiles that we're going to be doing the countertops and sides and everything in. So you'll see we actually have doors now in the kitchen. Now there's a couple of rants coming, I'm afraid. Not with this, well, yeah, a little bit with this door. One of my concerns is there's gaps down the side here, and they're going to put a rubber strip down here, so when the door closes it goes up against this. I just don't want to have air conditioning running all the time and then gaps in doors where there's hot air coming down through. This one's actually worse, it's a bigger gap at the bottom than there is at the top, but hey ho. There's nothing they can do about it now, the frames are all in. I also was watching Sunrise in Isan, and he was having an absolute nightmare with his patio doors, with the handles hitting the frame on the outside, breaking his handles off. These handles go right through, and they're actually joined together, so they're absolutely solid. And they also have these rubber stoppers, so you can see the handle stops a long way from the frame, and they're all the same. He's doing the stairs inside the house now. Now my girlfriend was saying, why do we not do these just the same as the floor? But we really need an on-slip sort of staircase. So up into the living room, see there's windows in all round. Now, first rant, I came in and I was looking at this, and they had the frame in, and they had some white silicone trying to disguise this big crack. Now it's mostly concealed by the frame, but I was like, nah, that's coming out, this tile's coming out, and it's getting done again. So they had to come in, they've had to take this frame out, this door out this side, so that tile can get replaced. The holes they've drilled in the tiles are just terrible. They've not used the right drill. They've used a hammer drill. They use a hammer drill for everything, and it's just ridiculous. They should have porcelain drills or glass drills for drilling these, and they've just not done it. I'm just going to get some kind of stainless steel or rubber grommet thing that I can fit in there and make it look better. I'm not going to get them to replace that tile for that. It's just, the guy will be here forever replacing tiles if I get him to do them all. Downstairs bathroom is now floored and mostly tiled. We'll go in. If you have a look along here, you can actually see that the floor slopes slightly to this back left corner for the drain, for the shower. And there's another drain in here. So the toilet's still to get fitted. This unit's still to get tiled, and the sink put on. Toilet in. Now I've got electric showers, I'm going to fit them myself for up here, and we've got rain showers and everything to go up, so I'm going to do it myself. I do not want them fitting these things for me. So that's the downstairs bathroom. This staircase, he's just got the stainless steel edging to go onto these stairs now. Back bedroom, windows are in. Not entirely happy with them, but these will never be open. I don't know if they've changed this one. Yeah, the catch, but like I say, they're not going to be open. So the ensuite, again, tiled, worktop area behind the toilet's got to get done. Again, there's a little step down into the shower. See the shower slopes again back towards its left corner. Shower going up here. He's done these little cutouts for putting like shower gels and soaps and things in, and he's contrasted the back wall of them, which is quite nice. This one's got a dark tile in the back on the white wall, and this one's got the white tile in the back against the dark wall. So we've got these stupid windows that they've fitted, but they're on the design of the house. And they're open. There's a pane of glass on the outside at the top that goes sort of like 2/3 of the way down, and a pane of glass on the inside that goes from the bottom up. So rain can't get in. But mosquitoes and every other living flying thing out there, when the light's on in here, will just fly straight in here. So they're going to fit a mosquito shield around all these windows. I don't think we're going to bother about mosquito nets on the other windows. The mosquitoes you get are at night time, and by that time everything's going to be shut up and we're going to have air conditioning on anyway, so yeah, we should be okay. But everything else is looking good. I am just having a look around the ceilings to make sure that after that heavy rain last night, we have no signs of water staining. Now this is the area I'm particularly concerned about because this is where it was leaking before. But like I say, that was probably due to the broken tiles in that storm. And it's actually looking fine, it's looking okay. Again, up here, the water must have got blown, or the hailstones must have got blown right up. And as they were lying on the inside of the ceiling, they obviously melted. And, well, it's ice, it turns into water when it melts. So yeah, there's absolutely no signs of leaks. There is some slight evidence of leaking round the very edges. There's some staining up right along the edges here. But that was after the storm. It's been okay after. We've just had the normal vertical rain without the massive winds, so it's perfectly okay. So I tried to come round here early enough to make a video before they all turned up, and they're actually here already, and it's only 8 o'clock. So if we ever fancy making a chilli or a curry, we're okay, because that's all chilies out there. And very soon, we will be okay for a bit of corn, because our neighbours are about to fill this field here, which is quite substantial, with corn. So we will be okay for corn for a few days. So yeah, we're okay for fresh vegetables, and they normally grow cabbages here. They've been growing cabbages for the past 6 months, so I'm sure we would have been sick of cabbage by now if we'd actually been living here when that was growing. So I think the river's actually starting to come up a little bit, which is good. And hopefully things are going to start cooling down a little bit, because it has just been absolutely ridiculously hot. I mean, it's been up sort of 40, 43 some days. And I'm staying with no air conditioning at the minute, and we've got fans at the end of the bed, and it's like a hairdryer blowing, trying to keep you cool. But you need it, because you need that moving air. So hopefully things are going to cool down a little bit. It's a bit overcast and cloudy, which is nice because that's keeping the sun away. And if it keeps it away for a day or two, yeah, the temperature will drop maybe, 5-6 degrees. And that 5 or 6 degrees makes a massive difference when you're trying to sleep. I actually had to pull the duvet up over me last night because it dropped to I think it was about 28 degrees. And some might say, you're wussy, you can't sleep without a cover at 28 degrees. Well, You can't if it's been 43 degrees for the previous couple of days. 28 degrees feels pretty cold. Okay guys, that's it for Thursday. Things are moving along quite nicely, so I will catch you later on in the week. Cheers for now, guys. Hi guys. Okay, so it's Saturday the 13th of May, and I think his estimate of getting us in by the 15th was a little bit ambitious, as you will see very shortly. So I will spin you around and let you see what's happening. The tiler's here and the painter's here. Now I'll just spin you around. Okay, so you'll see all the white moulding has been redone again. It's been done in like a vinyl type paint, which is waterproof. It's not a gloss. I don't think gloss would look very good. So it's done in a sort of semi-gloss. It should be completely waterproof. We've had a few rainstorms and it looks a heck of a lot better. Now when I say he's been a little bit ambitious by the 15th, I don't know where he plucked that date from. But he's still got this water tank to fit. That's going across there beside that pipe on the wall. He needs to put a concrete base in for that. Also for the carbon filter, the particle filter. And then the house has all got to get plumbed in. And then he's still got to put the septic tank and the soak away, which is going to go across there as well. So that's not in. Now tomorrow's Thai elections, so there's nobody working tomorrow. Now the tiler has been hard at it, and he's removed all the tiles that had the big scrapes and scratches in them. So I will take you through and let you see how many tiles he's removed, because it shocked me. He went round and checked them all, and he found a few more that had ladders dragged across them, and it's just absolutely no need for it. First of all, I'll let you see what's happened in the kitchen. Everybody is taking their shoes off when they come in now, so they don't scratch this floor. So he's got worktops in, cutouts for the gas hob, double sink, and he has started putting the back wall tiles on. I walked in, as soon as I came in, I noticed he had this tile on upside down, and I showed him, and he just stood and shook his head. He never saw it, he never spotted it, but anyway, everybody makes mistakes. So, our Thai kitchen floor has been tiled as well. Still got to get finished off in there. Area for the washing machine. Window in here. And taking you upstairs, you've still got to put the strips along these. You'll see he's got the strips on these ones. The railing's still got to come down here. Now, we're going to count. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. Now, I think what he's doing at the minute is he's doing these 2 today before he finishes, so that on Monday the guys can come, because they've had to strip out this whole patio door and the frames at either side so that he can replace these tiles. And I'm just hoping they don't do the same thing again. So these are just standing up against the wall at the minute. So that was 4 downstairs. And then there's a 5th one here, which was probably the worst one. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that is stripped out. I don't think he'll get these ones in today. He might. He tends to work quite late. The problem is he's going to be restricted by light. Wow. That's a fair old dragonfly on the wall up there. So bathroom upstairs en suite. Worktops are in. Walls are tiled. I believe this room just needs grouted, and then this is this room finished. Obviously needs tidied up around the door on the inside of that chrome edging. Now the shower. Now this was not the fault of the tiler, because there's a back box behind these where the cable comes out for the showers. And nobody told them that there should only be a small hole, pretty much the diameter of the cables to come through. And he assumed because there was a back box there that there was going to be a plate put on. But there's not, so I've had to fill these with expanding foam. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to silicone round the hole and then fit the shower, and then where the cable comes through the shower I'll silicone that hole as well, because I'm just fitting the showers. I really want to get these installed, but I can't do anything until he's grouted all these tiles, and I'm not going to grout them until they've finished all the tiling, which is fair enough. But yeah, you'll see all the drains are in. They've cut these away nicely, put little sort of soak away areas here for the water to go, opening for the toilet, water supply for the toilet cistern and for the bum gun. And there's two openings here. One is a supply for the sink, and one of them is a supply for a tap, because they always seem to put a tap in their bathrooms. I think it's just for attaching a hose to, if you want to just actually hose your bathroom down, because they're wet rooms. You can just get a hose and just spray everything down. So yeah, it's starting to look good. Obviously these tiles need a bit of a clean up, they're a little bit dusty. Hole there for the sink. The sink's just, they're bowl sinks and they sit on top. They have also, the painter, has been painting the railings black. There's a railing goes along here, above this little wall here. And there's also a railing, just a decorative sort of railing goes up along the top there as well. I wasn't really fussy about having it, but it's on the plans, and On says nope, it's on the plans, it's getting done. So, and the same here, small railing there, larger railing there, and I think there's a railing goes up along the top of these and along the side as well. Communal bathroom, shower room, same again, tiled, little worktop tiled for the sink to go on. He's got one little tile that's to go in that corner there. I think this is it getting ready to cut. Now, they were going to do this yesterday, but about 3:30, the power went off again. Little bit rain and the power goes off here, it's unbelievable. So the same thing again here, there's a big hole being cut for a box to go in, which is not going in, so I've just filled it with expanding foam, and what I'll do is I'll just put some silicone seal round the hole before I actually screw the shower unit on, and then the cable will just come through the shower unit, and then I'll silicone round that hole as well. So yeah, this room's all but finished, apart from the grouting. So it's all looking good. Right, now I was going to show you the railings. They were all sitting here painted, but I think the painters moved them underneath the house. And it's like a sweat box under there at the minute. Now they've put this glass door on, so I am not going under. Okay guys, that's it for Saturday the 13th. I am not going to obviously film tomorrow. I will wait a couple of days into next week and do a bit more. We should see a big difference in the kitchen and the Thai kitchen, and then all the floor should be back to normal again. These the patio doors at the front should be in. Yeah, the patio doors at the front should be in. So That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, give me a wee thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and thanks again for watching. I will catch you all very shortly. Cheers for now, guys. Good morning, guys. Okay, so it is Sunday the 14th of May, and I'm round to do something this morning, something that kind of annoyed me last night. Now, the tiler was here last night quite late, and he was replacing these 2 tiles at the front door so they can get the front patio doors back in. And it was starting to get dark, so I says to him, look, I'll switch the electricity on. I'll put the lights on for you to help you out so you can see a little bit better. So I did, and then I went to try and switch lights on, and there's a bank of light switches here on the wall. And they are just an absolute jumbled mess. So I'm going to remove these light switches and put them in a better order. This one here does the outside light to the right hand side. I think this one here does the outside 4 lights that are on the pillars. This one does the back pan drop light. This one does the back 2 spotlights next to it. This one does the back pan drop lights. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to put them in some kind of order so they go sort of from outside to inside, outside to inside. Anyway, here we go. I will bring you back and let you see them working. Good afternoon, guys. Okay, so it is Tuesday the 16th of May, and the stab in the dark date of the 15th that he gave us we were going to get in, not happening. Well, it didn't happen, and I'm estimating at least another 2 weeks yet. But you will see some massive changes, so if you hang on 2 seconds, I will just spin you around and let you see what's happening. Okay, so the kitchen units are, or the kitchen sort of frame has been built and tiled. This room still needs a lot of tidying up. The back wall and round the sort of the worktops have been tiled as well. We're keeping it plain and simple, nice and clean. Ons just says to me, I don't like those tiles up on the wall, but they're up now. So she's like, not fantasy, not fantasy. Anyway, they're up and they're staying for the time being. So we've got the sockets up. This socket here, when we took it off, the actual socket part was just pushing into the wall, and it was the frame it was connected to wasn't right. So I went away and bought another one, and it's a different bloody colour. So I'm going to have to go back to Global and buy a Chang one that matches these ones. It's either that or I take this back off and move it down here behind where the fridge is going to be. Now you'll see we've also got doors up. And they've made a bit of a boob with the back door. They're having to come tomorrow. If you have a look, you see there's a huge gap under there. They're having to come tomorrow, take this frame out, cut a couple of inches off the bottom of it, move it down, and then concrete in the top of it again so that this door doesn't have a gaping big gap. You'll also see we've got electricity because we've got lights on for the tiler. So this is the outside Thai kitchen, which is quite a good outside Thai kitchen as far as Thai kitchens go. So I will take you upstairs. You still got to put the chrome strips along the front of these stairs. There's still a lot of tidying up and finishing to get done. I still got these tiles to replace that were cut out. You also see we've got some fencing up round the wee balcony, and there's a little decorative bit up the top. There's another bit I'll run along the top there, the same. Windows are in. Bathrooms are almost finished. They have just got the toilets and the sinks to go in. We have doors. And if you have a look in here, all grouted, a little bit dusty, needs cleaned. Now I came round this morning and fitted the electric showers. So they're all wired in,
connected up, and they are all silicon round the sockets, or the hole that you've made for the socket. So I've actually got them so you can't see anything. It's almost right behind the shower unit, which is pretty good. So, massive difference with it grouted. Obviously the sink's got to go in, sits on top of this unit. This has got to get grouted yet with black grout. Toilet's got to go in, but once that's in, I'll come along and I will fit the actual shower heads or cell to the wall. Now we've got a rain shower for upstairs, so I will let you see the upstairs bathroom. It's not a lot different for that, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, you'll see we have doors. Now this room is quite warm. This gets the sun pretty much all day, and then in the evening, obviously you can see the sun out there. So this room does get warm, but thankfully this is like the spare room. I'm sure the air conditioner will keep this well cool. And into our bedroom, completely the opposite. This room is lovely and cool. And when you walk into this ensuite, the ensuite's nice and cool as well. There's plastic film on the doors that needs to come off as well. So this room needs a bit of a tidy up. The sink units have still to go in here. But again, all grouted. Again, I came in this morning, fitted this electric shower. It's not in the ideal position, but there's not a thing I can do about it because the cable for it is directly behind this. And I've actually had to cut a hole in the back of this shower to get the cable in, because the entry point for the cable is up in this top corner here. And it would have meant the shower was hanging down below this, so I've had to cut a hole round about here for the cable to come through. Round about here for the cable to come through in the back. But I've silicon round the cutout at the back and then put it on. Now I went away and got myself a glass drill, because these guys are just using masonry bits and they are just absolutely trashing. The holes they're cutting in tiles are a mess, I'm telling them. They are not cutting any more holes in the tiles, especially at the front door. When they come to fit the patio doors, unless they've got the right drill, they don't do it. They go away and get the right drill. They need a glass cutter drill. So yeah, we've got a handrail out here. Again, this will get a sort of the same sort of thing along the top there, a little decorative one that goes along the top. So it's not going to be long now, definitely not going to be long now, but I would say maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum. So things will change again when they get these front patio doors in. It'll start to look a lot better. Obviously you can see, again, this is another case of everything done in the wrong order, because they've had to cut these stones off this wall here to fit the rail in, and then the guy's going to have to come back and then restone this, and I don't know if they've... yeah, they're okay. And again, they've marked all the walls and everything, and the poor painter's going round at everybody's arse having to touch everything up and keep everything going. So that's it for now, guys. Hopefully within the next few days they will be putting in the sanitation system and my water tank. So that's it for now, guys. I'll catch you later on. I'll probably stick this one out because it's probably been a couple of weeks. I've actually noticed around these sort of light switches and isolators for the air conditioners, round the sockets and that when they've fitted them. He's actually painted it all again, but it's a different bloody colour. All around the window frames where he's touched it all in. Again, different colour. Round these sockets, it's a different colour. It's all going to have to get done again. They're either going to have to source the same colour or they are going to have to repaint the whole of the walls. But hey ho, that's just another little hurdle for them to climb, so to speak. Yeah, so that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, and if I haven't said it already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and give me a wee thumbs up, guys. I will catch you very soon. Cheers for now. Hi, guys. It's Wednesday the 17th of May, and it's been all go. I will spin you around and let you see what's happened. I have fitted the rain showers and I've fitted the shower downstairs. So without further ado, let's have a wee look and see what's happened. Okay, so we have a railing up on the bedroom balcony. One at the top as well, just for pure decoration. Tile in this bedroom, or should I say tiles, have been replaced. Shower room en suite 1 has all been grouted, so the only thing we've got to do here is install the basin and the toilet. And I have been in this morning and installed a rain shower. So I hope that's all to your satisfaction, folks. I wasn't letting them drill through any of the tiles. I went out and bought myself a glass and tile drill bit, and the difference between that and a masonry bit is just night and day. So yeah, this bathroom is almost finished. The painter's been in, he's touched up around the ceilings, doors are in, so that is looking really, really good. This bedroom, pretty much finished, just the kickboards, or if you're British, skirting boards have to go on. The outside balcony's been grouted as well. We'll take a wander through to the back bedroom. And tile's been replaced in here. Again, this just requires skirting boards. This window's to get replaced. I don't know if I showed this in a previous one, but this window was twisted and I knew right at the start that this was going to crack here. So they're going to have to replace that. I told them they never did anything about it, so now they're having to replace it. And from up here, you'll see tiles at the door have been replaced, and all the other tiles have been replaced, so the floors are now completed. Well, to an extent. This stairs in the process of having the strips put along the front. The balcony tiling has been finished. This just requires grouting. Railings up. Splendid view. And in this bathroom, again all grouted, just got the sink, the basin, the toilet to go in, and I've installed the shower. No fancy shower in here, this is for guests. The shower's actually the sort of head unit and pole came with the showers, the electric showers, so I just used what was here for this one, which means we've got a spare one. So yeah, floor's all grouted. Worktop's done. He's even done the wee tile that was missing at the back. That was in this corner, is all in now, all grouted. Again, painter's been in, gone round all the ceilings, touched everything up. So, not too shabby for a guest shower room. I'll take you a little run downstairs. So this is what she's looking like from the front. And these stone pillars really set it off, I think. I'll take a quick walk into the kitchen and let you see what's happened in here. So you'll see the tiling around the walls has all been grouted. Kitchen worktops are built. They've just got the doors to get fitted and inside tiled. I think I showed you that already. Door here. He has started doing the Thai kitchen. You'll see they've dropped this door, so that needs bricked up at the top and filled in. And it needs filled in all the way around, but they've dropped it now so that when the door closes, there's no big gap at the bottom. And that's the staircase. What a difference that makes. Really finishes it off. Okay guys, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Cheers for now.